Good morning, everyone. Otis says good morning too. So it is exactly 24 hours until I will be running the Annapolis half marathon, and because it's so typically me, I procrastinated a lot of prep. So so today is gonna be busy. We have a busy day today. I have to work, pick up gels, come home, work some more, do laundry, pack food, pack clothes, hop in my car, drive to pick up my bib, drive to meet my girlfriend's mom for dinner, drive to my girlfriend's mom's house, sleep, wake up, drive to the race. And they're saying I have to get there an hour before start time, so that's gonna be 6 a.m. I'm like so unprepared for this race. Physically unprepared. Like I have no I think this is like the first half I'm running where I am not worried if I'm gonna finish. Like I know I'm gonna finish, but logistically I did not prep, shall we say. In my defense, this week was kind of a lot, but I barely know the route. I barely know the elevation gain. So we're just really showing up with sneakers and a prayer right now. We have my gels secured. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. The sound is probably gonna be horrendous. Okay, so I'm here at what I believe is the Race Expo, but I have no idea where to go, but I see tents set up, so I'm just walking in home for the best. Like, hello? Low-key, I cannot stand the suburbs. Like, why? Like, this freaks me out. Like, where are the buildings? Okay, I see other people with materials. I think we're safe. That's me. So the good news is we have our bib and we have our little shirt here. I got medium because I didn't have any smalls left. So that's that. And I have safety pins. I did steal extra, and I'm staying over my girlfriend's mom's house because she lives super close, like a 15-minute drive from the race starting point. And I think we're going out to dinner tonight. Not sure if that's weird, going out with my girlfriend's mom for dinner, but yeah, we'll be having a good time. I'll be waking up probably at 5 realistically, so trying to go to bed at a reasonable hour. I'd love to be in bed by like 9. It's kind of interesting, this race. So this will be my 3rd half marathon. I don't know. I think, weirdly enough, we'll see how tomorrow goes, because I do want to, go faster than I have in the past. But I'm not feeling that, like, uncertain, super big excitement that I have for previous races. I think because I'm so certain I'll be able to cover the distance, even though I don't know if I'll be able to get the time I want. So I don't know. Is this the universe telling me that I need to commit and sign up for a full? Maybe. So here's the run kit. We have a long sleeve shirt, a sweatshirt, some shorts, socks, and then we have the goos I'll be using. I don't know if I'll have all 3, but I figure they're a good combo of caffeinated and fruity versus non-caffeinated and like sweeter, I guess. And of course, my classic, the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3s. My loves. These are actually relatively new. They only have, I don't know, maybe 30 miles on them. I'm feeling weird, like I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not actually feeling like super nervous or excited, honestly. I don't know. I do think my hip is going to hurt, unfortunately, but all we can really do is like take ibuprofen and pray. When it sucks, just remember if I go faster, it'll be over quicker. Good morning, everyone. I'm feeling tired. Encouraging with like, oh, it is cold, way colder than shorts are appropriate. I should have brought my gloves. That's okay, I'll run to stay warm. Whew. And I'll hide in a porta potty, as gross as that sounds.
That's a guarantee that
The sun is starting to rise. Honestly, I was feeling like so bad when I woke up this morning. But now that I'm warming up a little bit, I have some caffeine in me, I'm excited.
On our social teams, we have participated in today's event. A huge shout out.
We are at mile 1.5. Feeling good. No one's behind me because I'm on the other side of the lane divider. A little slower than goal pace. Then I'll pick it up at mile like 2.5. Checking in at mile 2. Feeling good. Absolutely chilling at 3.5 miles. Chilling at my goal pace. Hip is starting to act up, but I think I can sneak out 1.5 miles before it, actually hurts. Haven't used headphones yet, but we're coming to an aid station, so gonna take a gel soon. Mile 4. First gel, and I need it because this hill is not fucking funny. This bridge would be so picturesque if I wasn't focused on not dying. Now we're on the B&O, I don't know, a trailed bike path, paved bike path. 65 miles, not feeling in pain. I think it's gonna hurt me in 1.5 miles. Miles to done. 1 more mile, then I'm gonna push. I am chilling. Mile 8, feeling good. About to turn around. The hardest part of the race is from here. I'm starting to push. I got Eric Della on. We're about to hit some nasty hills. Good to go. 11 miles. Ouch. Big ouch. Holy shit. I finished. Oh my god. Especially that last 0.1 miles. Holy shit. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna pass out. Whew. Holy shit, I'm so proud of myself. That was the fastest half marathon I've ever run. Wow, PR. I think that might even be faster than my 10-mile race last year.
You guys can start.
Okay, Future Care coming at you live, trying to figure out where to film this video, because the lighting is best right here, but then you have the chaos of my apartment behind me. Okay, I think we are good. Again, apologies for the background. I have my kombucha here, and I'm ready to give a little race recap. As you know, I ran my third half marathon in 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is a PR for me. It's a full half hour shorter than when I ran my first two, which were like a couple years ago. Like my first one was actually 6 years ago, which is crazy to think about. But hold on, did I get my steps for the day? Oh yes, I did. Sorry. Had to make sure. So in the previous half marathons I've done, so one in 2019, one in 2022, each time I would like build up to the race and then immediately lose interest to focus on my other athletic interests or just other things in life. This time, however, I didn't do that. I remain really psyched. So last year I started running in like January or December 2023 to train for a 10-mile race back when I lived in Pittsburgh. So I trained for that race. I felt super, super good running it, like had a great time, and just kept running since then. Averaged maybe like 10, 12 miles a week, nothing crazy, but still some consistent mileage when before like in my past, when I've run races, I just stopped running completely. So 10, 12, 15 miles a week, and especially during the winter, I focused a lot on running on the treadmill because it was super cold and depressing outside. So I think that helped me a lot with building up my speed because treadmill paces are so inaccurate. When it would tell me a 10:45 pace, I knew damn well I was working my ass off like at least 2 minutes faster. And I started training in earnest probably the last week of January, and I ran about 4 times a week, between 15 and 20 miles a week. I'd usually have like 2 easy runs during the week, 3 to 5 miles, treadmill workout where I would do usually like 3-ish miles and then do like half-mile increments of paces that I wanted to hit during the actual race. And then my long run on the weekends would be, obviously, I think I built up from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.6, 11, and then back down to 8. So that was kind of my long run progression. So nothing crazy. I didn't go over the half distance. And then the week before the race, I actually did not run at all because I was like exhausted, I think just from life and training and everything. And during this whole progress, I had only really taken 1 weekend completely off, and that's when I went on a trip to Mexico. So my body was kind of beat up because I was also lifting and doing hot yoga and all of that. So I didn't run at all the week before the race, except for like a 2-mile shakeout. And the night before we went out to dinner, I had a very mid hummus plate, not my ideal. Woke up at 5:15. I felt like Garbo. I was like, I don't know if it's the French fries or that it's 5:15 in the morning or it's not my own bed or what. I feel so slow. I feel so tired. I do not want to run this freaking race. But I got some yerba mate in me. I got some toast in me with banana, and I was like, good to go. And going into this, I was like, I'll get under 2:30, like, if I can. Like, that'll be my goal. I might eke underneath 2:30. I had no expectations of going 2:15. My pacing was kind of like, first like 3 miles, we're chilling, we're going slow. And you can see this reflected in my pace, in my splits, which I'll put on screen. First 2 miles, like first 2-3 miles, we're going slow. We're chilling, we're warming up. It's gonna be good. And the race was actually kind of crowded at this point because of there was a 5K running too and a 10K, so couldn't really rush past people anyway. Miles 3 to 5, I was like, okay, taking in some fuel. We're still working, but we're feeling okay. Usually my long runs, I go like really slow. I don't want to feel uncomfortably fast, but in my head, I was like, I'm racing this race. So now we can start to feel a little uncomfy. Miles 5 to 8, still cruising, taking my gel. We were in the woods by this point and I was relaxed, still not listening to any music, starting to pass people. I would like target someone who I thought was really fit and I'd be like, I'm following you this whole race. And then I would just keep going past them, which was kind of like an ego boost. I was like, wow, like maybe I need to start giving myself more credit. And then at mile 9, I think I put on my music and was like, okay, I'm ready to suffer for the final 4 miles. Because I know I can suffer for 4 miles. And suffer I did. Like 9 and 10, still fine, even though I was like starting to really work. Mile 11 and mile 12, I was so in pain. I was just thinking about anyone who had ever wronged me in my life and just like going for it. My body wasn't necessarily hurting, but I was going fast for me. I think I was holding a 9, like those last 4 miles, I was holding like a 9 something pace, which is very fast for me. That last 0.1 mile, I didn't film any of this because I was dying. It goes behind, like it goes through a parking lot around the back of the finish line. It's just so unaesthetic. There's no spectators because it's like a really small community race. It's just so, like, I'm dying. I'm listening to Number One Rule by Megan Thee Stallion over and over and over again just to get me through it. And then we finally cross. So it was that, like, I genuinely thought I was gonna, like, throw up. I'm not a fast person. This has been, like, a constant in my running journey. I'm just very slow. So booking, like, 9-minute mile or under 9 minutes was so hard for me. But we made it. We made it up a hill, 9 minutes going up a hill, and we made it across the finish line. And I went home, ate a delicious waffle, and that was that. Overall, my experience I thought was really, really good. The race is pretty small, so it's not like a stupendous race or whatever, but my experience was really great. I really impressed myself with my fitness, actually, especially because I don't feel like I trained that hard for it. My mentality about training was just like, oh, this is like a fun goal to have to get me through like the end of winter and to get me back into running regularly. And unlike my other races, I'm feeling still so like excited about running, and I'm about to go on a 5-mile run right after this, and I lifted this morning, so it's making me think like, well, that was a really strong half marathon, but the distance didn't really excite me because I knew I would finish. So I'm like, maybe what's my next goal? Do I run a full? Do I aim for a sub 2-hour half? I don't know. I have some goals. I'm saying this as if I don't know what my next goals are, but I absolutely do. But I'm not sharing them yet till I'm fully committed. I would say go out on a run, have a fun little race, drink some kombucha, eat some waffles afterwards, take gels. I genuinely love the taste of gels. I know, call me crazy. And have an amazing rest of your day doing something that scares you, gives you a little bit of adventure, at least. Okay, that's my vlog. Bye, guys.